Conquering Mouse Scrapper with Brenda. I'm Brenda, and we're here with another episode of Free Pattern Friday. Yay! It's Free Pattern Friday. I love Free Pattern Fridays. We're just having so much fun. So today we're going to show you how to do the Spinning Mosiac block. Now this, we get a lot of fun extra bits and bobs from it, and it's very easy cutting, and it's a very fast block to put together. So before we get into this, all the cutting instructions are going to be in our description box. So please go look in there so that you can find all the other things I'm going to talk about, including the shout outs. The shout outs from this is Tiffany from Straight Stitching Quilts and Crystal from Green Light Quilts. Both of those YouTube channels are going to be in our show notes below. Go check them out. If you like what you see over there, give them some words of encouragement and tell them that Brenda from Conquering Mouse Scrapper sent you. Now, this, there's a whole bunch of other things that are going to be in there. The first one I want to talk about is I'm involved with two collaborations this spring, summer, fall. The first one is Quilter's Challenge, and that's Future Cat from New Zealand, Kelly from Kelly's Quilts Plus, Sam Alberts, Deb from Sewing with Debbie, Michelle from Bits and Pieces, and Kelly from Silly Moon Quilting, and myself, of course. And we're going to have a blast. So we give out an idea or thing or challenge to do, and then we wait to see what comes out of that challenge. So we're challenging each other and our viewers, right? So I'm just so excited about that one. It's going to be a real think outside the box moment, and it's going to be so much fun. The other one I'm involved with is Back to Basics from Donna. Now, Donna's organized all of this, and she's the Donna from Handmade by Ying with Donna. And she's assembled a team of people, and we're all going to talk about basic ideas. And it's just going to be so much fun. And it's great for beginners, right, to start them out, you know, getting them on the right track. But also, if you've been around for a while like I have, and you've picked up some bad habits like I have, this is a perfect collaboration to watch, because you get to see all the things that you need to kind of correct your ways, right? So that's going to be fun. Now, while we're filming this at the end of January 30th, Twinkle Twinkle hasn't started yet, but by the time this video drops, it has. The next mystery sew along after Twinkle Twinkle will be Happy Scrappy Overflow, and I'm not giving you a start date. I'm not giving you any clues just yet. You have to wait for that one, and it's going to be fun. We're drawing it out, and we're going to start sewing it hopefully next week, and we're just going to have a whole lot of fun. Our Zoom sew dates are the first Saturday of every month from 9 a.m. in the morning to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and I'm in Alberta, Canada, and we're just going to have some fun. So if you don't have anything to sew that day and you want to bring your knitting, go for it. It's fine. We're very inclusive, not exclusive. Also, help us out by making comments, giving us thumbs up, share, like, subscribe. Hit that bell so you don't miss content, because we're dropping 3 videos a week that give you free content. And there's a hype button that you can help, and that will push our analytics forward so we can reach more quilters to give them fun free patterns. Also, we have a Facebook group. If you're part of the Facebook community, come join. And we have a virtual sewing room for the Facebook members hosted by Discord. We have lots of fun community chats, and we do fabric exchanges by country to keep the postal costs down. The admins say, please answer the questions. Please agree to the rules. So that's something, you know, we're trying to keep that group very safe. Also, I speak for free. So if your quilting guild or quilting group is looking for a speaker, my email address is under the About tab, or you can reach me through the Facebook group. I'm fine with either one. Also, shout outs. If you guys see somebody out there that's working hard and having fun and putting some content out there that's quilting related that's really interesting, let me know, and I'll be happy to give them a shout out. Just don't tell them, so we can do something sneaky and be nice, right? And do something nice for people. And I think that's it. Yes, come on in for Spinning Mosiac. Okay, so this one is pretty simple, but you can play with this. You can do lots of different things. Like what you could do is you could do all 4 of your blocks like that and have a totally different effect, right? But I kind of like this a little bit, you know, chevron-y look to it. I kind of like that. When I started playing around with these blocks and how we could rearrange them and fiddle with them, I thought, okay, I like this the best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the pink first, because the pink slants are one way and the green slants are the other way. Now, what we're going to do, okay, hang on. I'm going to do this and just line everything up really well. And what I did is I ironed a crease, because this is a 3.5 inch block that I, you know, this is 3.5 inch. This is 3.5 by 6.5. And very simple cutting, easy to do. You want to make sure you've got all the pieces going the right way. You know, all the stuff working out for you. Now the only thing that comes, the problem comes, is to how we're going to match up those peaks right there. Because we want everything to nest well. And this is something that when we do these stitch and flip corners, I keep forgetting to show you guys because I'm too busy about, let's get it done, let's get it sewn, it'll be fun. You know, that kind of thing. And I'm like, oh dear, no, I need to sit down and slow down and show you guys. If I was going to build an entire quilt out of these, and yes, you could make these all scrappy. You could put your mediums where I've got the pink and your darks where I've got this darker green. It looks like black on camera, but trust me, it's dark green. And there we go. There. Now, the big trick here is you want good coverage. So, that is what we're aiming for, is good coverage. We always aim for good coverage, but... Okay, before you cut anything, make sure that that covers, right? Make sure that that square covers. And you're just going to trim this off with the world's tiniest scissor. And you're going to take this and you're going to push it the other way. You're going to push it down, right? So this goes down into the work. And now we're going to do the other side. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Get that one. And basically, we're going to press to the pink on these. We could press either to the green or to the pink, but at least this way now. You see it the other way. Because normally we just cut this off and leave it. Well, that's what we're going to do with the green. This is a pretty thick, low volume with the puppy dog. The white and black with the puppy dog tail. So we're just going to take this and press it the other way. Very quick. So now it goes this way, right? And we're going to do that with all of the pieces here. And what's going to happen now is you're going to, when you're putting the chevron pieces together, you're going to create a nesting effect. There we go. Here. Good coverage, yes. And I take it and I push that pink back out of the way. There we go. Now, our kittens are now teenagers for sure. The teenagers have the zoomies quite often. Unfortunately, it's at like 3 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning. Is that really early? I'm not an early riser. Since I retired, I have decided I like sleeping in. I like the idea of not getting up at the crack of silly, you know, silly o'clock. Silly o'clock. Yes, that's what I'm calling it. Silly o'clock. Because too early. It's too early. So yeah, that's That's what's going on in our house now. And because they're teenagers, they're not the most elegant, or not elegant, what's the word I'm looking for? Graceful. I guess graceful is a better word to describe what's going on here. Yes, I got coverage. There. Yeah, they're not very graceful sometimes. They do some pretty silly stuff. I'm going to take that one now, and I'm going to just push it into the pink. There we go. Push that so it goes in. There. And another one. I have coverage. Yes, I do. Okay. And yes, you can sew these right away if you want. I mean, I try to, but I keep forgetting to do that. Because I don't mind having leader and enders. I don't mind ever having a leader and ender project nearby. There we go. That's nice. There. Fits well. Yes, it does. There. I like these kind of blocks where you can just snowball an end and move on. You don't have any weird cutting. And all of those pieces that I'm cutting off, like when you're making a big size quilt, right, you would save them and either use them as half square triangles, right, use them as half square triangles around the border because they'd match, right, or you would use them as okay, oops, what is that? That goes like that. No, what does that do? Hang on, I pulled it from here. So that would come here. Alright, I'm just going to leave that there for now. Now the green gets sewn on the opposite way. So that's kind of important that we don't have them tilting all the same way. If you tilt them all the same way, you're just going to end up with a different block, right? So if you want to make them chevrons, this is what you got to do. Okay, yes. We have coverage. There. I never mind having like leader enders like this beside my sewing machine. Never. So, yeah, it's the end of January when we're filming this. So, yeah, it's kind of a, like, wow, it's the end of January already. Like, this season is going by so quick, so fast. It's like, good grief, you know. It's, and the kittens are growing and healthy and happy and a little crazed, unbalanced. They're growing, you know, their legs, they're at that part where their legs are not all coordinated, not as coordinated as they should be. But, you know, they're fun. They're fun to cuddle with. One is more, Ollie is a little more standoffish. He trusts me because when I walk into the room where he is, if he's laying down, he'll show me his belly, wanting to, you know, play. Oh, this broke. Oh, heavens. Oh, good grief. Okay, hang on. My thread broke. Well, let's get this looked at. Here, hang on. Yeah, there we go. There's one. And just cut that real quick. My thread broke on the top. Well, that's weird. Now, there. Yep. So I'm going to have to stop and rethread my machine. Anyway, Ollie is more standoffish. He trusts me, so he shows me his belly when I walk into the room when he's laying down. But he's not one to come cuddle. He's not one to, you know, okay, I need pets now, you know, what was that noise? Like, what was, you know, he's more independent. Where Giles is exploring all day and pouncing and playing and all this stuff all day long. And he comes for cuddles at night. So Giles probably gets more attention because of his personality. But, oh. Well, we won't be buying a lotto ticket today. I already tried 6 times. Okay. Oh, got it. Here we go. Got it. There. Okay, there we go. And last one. There. All right. Well, what are you doing? Here, hang on. This thing has decided to do something very strange. Hang on, hang on. It's wrapping itself around. Huh, well, that's weird. If I wouldn't have seen that, I wouldn't have believed it. It actually wrapped itself around like what holds the tension. Like, that's weird. I've never seen that before. Okay, that one covers. Yes, it does. Clip this off. There. And now we want to put one on the other side. There. There we go. Okay. There. We're there, just about there. But I was really surprised to find out that Ollie loves melon, right? Like honeydew melon. Like, I've never seen a cat like honeydew melon before, but apparently he has a taste for it. It's like, and he will sit there and honeydew melon and cantaloupe. Yeah, it's like very, very strange. I've never seen a cat that would eat that before, but I thought, okay, well, he likes it. So that for him is a treat. Notice that fruit at night. So now, of course, we're making sure we get some honeydew or cantaloupe in our fruit bowl. Yeah, he loves to nibble on that. And I thought that was very, very strange. Does anybody else have cats that do strange things? I did have a cat that loved pistachio pudding at one time. And she would climb right up you when you're wearing shorts. That was very painful. But yeah, I don't know why he likes that, but that's okay. It's not harmful for him, so. At least that's what the vet said. It wasn't harmful for him to have that kind of thing. So I'm like, okay, I'm okay with that. Okay. Checking for coverage, yes. Now, if I had to re-sew one, I don't know if I'm going to have one to re-sew for you here today. If I had to re-sew one, I would pick it and just re-sew it. You know, like not, you know, like it's obviously, it didn't, the line that I sewed is too far over the other way. There we go. Okay, yep, we got coverage. Now these are some good sized triangles too. So these are going to make some nice blocks, right? I either can do them in pinwheels or hourglasses. I'm not sure which one I'm going to make, but let's get one of these under. Okay. There. And with that, I'm going to switch over to my 1/4 inch foot because I prefer it better. There we go. There we go. This 1/4 inch foot I got off of, my husband got off of Amazon. I have no idea where he got it, but this works like a charm. And we have good coverage on that one. Some people too, they want to do a shortcut and they just, oh, I don't have to, you know, cut this extra off. It can just stay in the quilt and make it warmer. What doesn't do anything to make it warmer. What it does is make the quilt heavier. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to fold these over just like this, and they're all going to go under the same way. The green is on top, and the green gets pressed out. The pink is on the bottom and gets pushed in, right? So this way, those points will nest absolutely beautifully, and you'll have the perfect chevron point when you're done. I always keep forgetting to show you guys that. Okay, line that up. Okay, the green goes out, the pink goes in. There we go. There. And that. Yep. There we go. And again. There. There we go. And the last one. Here. Okay. And you sewed them all the same way, so everything nests nicely. And it's up to you whether you want to put the medium color in or if you want to put the darker one in. Maybe I probably should have showed you how to do the darker one in first, but because if your low volume's a little on the thin side, you're going to see that color through, right? So all I'm going to do now is just clip these apart, and now I'm going to press this to the dark side. The dark gets pressed that way, and it goes like that. There we go. There's another one. There we go. So you have perfect points now that match, right? Absolutely perfection. And all you had to do was flip your seam the other way. That was it. That's all we had to do. So now, here we go. So we're going to look for this 2 point. Now, if I sew it like this, I don't see my seam on this one. I see it on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over and sew them the same direction. So I can see where that seam crosses. This crosses there. So I don't cut my perfect point off. So I'm just going to change around how I'm sewing this together. There we go. Nice. And there we go. And again, lining up, taking our time, getting it all lined up. If you can see your point, you can make your point. Oops, is that going in? That needs to go that way. All right. Okay. Now when I take this apart, see, I needed leader enders anyway, so that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to take them apart, and then I'm going to lay them out that way and this way, right? Because I spun this one around, right? So now I'm going to not be able to see either one point or the other. So what I could do is I could take this and I could just go from the center down, because there you can see this point, right? And I think that's what I'll do. Because this is if you wanted to enter a quilt, let's say a competition, you would want to know this little trick. What they do is they go back and forth over this. Okay, they go back and forth, and then they go in and in there. Now, where that X is here, you can see it when you're sewing it. Okay, and now you got the perfect point on one side, right? And of course you've matched all your points for the white. And get another leader ender in there. Very simple block, but it does save you some time. So now this is already sewn. So all you want to do is you want to go across this way. And you're looking for this axis. This line here and this line here. And what we're going to do, I'm just going to pull this out. And I'm going to go over the center again. There. Okay. There we go. And we just maneuver this into place. And all of this gets sewn that way. There we go. Just like that, and we pull this off, and we run another leader ender, and I've got my block finished. So I can say I don't mind having a bunch of leader enders beside, because it does save on the string. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got here now. So now I have everything pretty much the way I need it to go. Now I'm just going to pop this open. The seams are going, two are going this way, so I just want to continue that around the block. And yes, we're pushing out to the point, but that's okay. This needs a good press. Oh yeah, this all needs a good press. And this needs a good press. But that's what this looks like from the back, right? So now from the front, okay, here are your points where we nested. Like that's a really perfect point. And because we've sewn this so we can see the point, we have a perfect point there. And one here and one here. So we've got some lovely points. So let me give this a good press and hit it with a clapper a couple of times. And, you know, not like I'm beating on it. I'm, you know, actually ironing it so it stays perfectly flat. And then, yeah, and then we'll get to our big ta-da moment. Hello, and here we are. Here's our big ta-da moment. Now, isn't this just a cute little block? And yes, you know, we are working with our mediums, our darks, and our low volume. And you gotta have some fun with this. Now, this is a really dark green. It probably looks black on your device with a small white polka dot, but it's kind of fun. This one, I don't know, I kind of liked how this block came together. And it was very quick and easy to cut and probably sew. You saw how fast I sewed this together. Now, we cut off the back pieces, right? You know, we did those flip and stitch or snowball. So I saved all those little half square triangles. So what I did is I made pinwheels. I sewed all 4 of these pinwheels the same way. And then what I did is I squared them down, or I squared them down to 4.5 inches square. Then I sewed them together. And of course they all meet because they've all been sewn the same way. Then I was able to press all these seams open. So I now have a pinwheel block that's 8.5 square unfinished that matches perfectly. Now you could have saved, you know, put 2 of these together and made a 4.5 by 16.5 inch border, right? Because you're making a quilt, you're going to need a border, right? And this would have came together really quickly for you, right? But this is what we did, and I certainly had some fun with this. So I'm going to put this little block into my orphan blocks because it's just cute. Anyways, I hope your 1/4 inch is just perfect, and occasionally you win bobbin chicken because, wow, it's been a while for me. So you guys take care and stay well until we see each other again. Okay, bye! My husband and I would like to thank you for all of your support and watching our videos and sharing and liking. It has just been, you've put us on such an amazing journey and we are having so much fun. I hope everything is going so well in your life and, you know, your 1/4 inch is perfect. Everything is working out for you. And we're just so happy to be part of your lives, and you having, like I say, you're watching us. I was just so thrilled that you're doing that. So I want to say goodbye, and I want to thank you with all my heart. Okay? Take care. Bye.